All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to dive into the roller coaster that is American history. It's a wild ride filled with unexpected twists and turns, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single moment. Now, I know what you're thinking. History? Isn't that just dates and dead guys? Well, think again. History is so much more than a list of events and names. Wrong. It's about the wild characters, the unbelievable blunders, and the moments that make you say, they actually did that. Imagine the most outrageous reality show, but with real consequences and even crazier stories. Think of it as a reality show with higher stakes, fancier hats, and way more powdered wigs. The drama, the intrigue, the fashion, it's all there, and it's all real. We're talking about the folks who shaped a nation from the first awkward steps of the Pilgrims to, well, let's just say things haven't gotten less awkward since. Every era has its own set of characters and stories that are just as entertaining as they are educational. So, whether you're a history buff or just looking for a good laugh, stick around. There's something here for everyone, and I promise you it's going to be a blast. This journey through the annals of American leadership is full of surprises, scandals, and enough side-splitting anecdotes to make even the most jaded cynic crack a smile. From the bizarre to the hilarious, history is anything but boring. Get ready to meet America's quirky captains, because running a country is a tough job, but somebody's got to laugh about it, and who better to laugh with than us? So, sit back, relax, and let's take a trip through the most entertaining history lesson you'll ever experience. Our story begins with the Pilgrims, those brave souls who crossed the Atlantic for a shot at religious freedom. These intrepid travelers left behind everything they knew, embarking on a perilous journey across the vast ocean. And let's be honest, probably to escape the terrible food back home. Imagine eating boiled meats and bland puddings day in and day out. No wonder they were eager for a change. They landed at Plymouth Rock, which, contrary to popular belief, was not a giant bouncy castle. Instead, it was a cold, hard reality check for the Pilgrims, who had to quickly adapt to their new environment. Fast forward through some awkward encounters with turkeys, and Native Americans for that matter. The Pilgrims had to learn to hunt, farm, and coexist with the indigenous people, who were crucial in helping them survive those harsh early years. And bam! We've got ourselves a revolution. The colonists, tired of King George III's taxes and general bad vibes, decided to start their own country. They were fed up with being treated like second-class citizens and wanted to create a place where they could govern themselves. The colonists, tired of King George III's taxes and general bad vibes, decided to start their own country. They were fed up with being treated like second-class citizens and wanted to create a place where they could govern themselves. It was a bold move, like quitting your job to become a mime, but with fewer striped shirts and more muskets. The Revolutionary War was a grueling conflict, with battles fought on land and sea, and many lives lost in the pursuit of independence. The Founding Fathers, a group of dudes with impressive penmanship and even more impressive sideburns, came together to write the Declaration of Independence. This document was not just a statement of intent, but a powerful declaration of the values and principles they believed in. A breakup letter so epic, it made King George III spill his tea. Again. The declaration was a bold assertion of the colonists' right to self-determination, and a clear message that they would no longer be subjugated by a distant monarch. And thus, the United States of America was born, a nation founded on freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of not being ruled by a dude in a powdered wig. This new country would go on to face many challenges, but the spirit of independence and the desire for a better life would continue to drive its people forward. First up in the presidential hot seat, George Washington, the man who could not tell a lie. Now, George was a man of few words, mostly because those wooden teeth weren't great for casual conversation. Imagine trying to lead a nation while worrying about your teeth falling out. But don't let the stoic portraits fool you. The Founding Fathers were a mischievous bunch. They had their fair share of quirks and funny moments. Take Ben Franklin, the original American rebel who was always up to something interesting. He was known for his witty sayings, his experiments with electricity, and his insatiable curiosity about the world around him, and let's not forget his fondness for the ladies, don't tell Martha. He was quite the social butterfly, always in the midst of gatherings and parties. Then there's Thomas Jefferson, the guy who penned the Declaration of Independence, a document that changed the course of history. He also had a thing for writing love letters, pouring his heart out on paper. And let's just say his relationship with Sally Hemings makes the modern-day political scandals look like a schoolyard squabble. It was complicated to say the least. These guys weren't just stuffy politicians, they were real people with real lives. They were revolutionaries, thinkers, and, dare we say, hilarious dudes who knew how to have a good time. They debated fiercely, but they also knew how to relax and enjoy each other's company. They set the bar high, or perhaps a little tipsy, for the presidents who followed. Their legacy is a blend of serious achievements and lighthearted moments that remind us they were human too.